In the Lost Lands, Earth has fallen into an uncivilized dystopia known only as the Lost Lands. Society is ruled by the Overlord, while the Church maintains order with an iron fist. A witch called Grey Alice is being hanged by the Enforcer and other acolytes of the Church. Grey Alice uses her powers to manipulate one of the men into freeing her, and the Enforcer kills him as a result. She leads the other men to go after the escaped witch. Boyce wanders alone through the Lost Lands. He walks through a tunnel and correctly guesses that he is being ambushed. He uses a two-headed snake to get one of the goons before unloading his guns into the rest of them, and then continuing on his trek. Grey Alice, later visited by the Queen, wife of the Overlord, and Juraeus, head of the Overwatch. The Queen seeks Grey Alice's help as she explicitly states that she can refuse no request brought before her. The Queen is seeking a shapeshifter, a werewolf, within the next week when the full moon will rise. She wants Grey Alice to kill the beast in its lair so that the Queen may take its power. However, Juraeus asks Grey Alice in secret to make sure this endeavor fails, as he believes it is what is best for the Queen. Grey Alice then uses her powers to seek out the shapeshifter by looking inside its mind. The Queen loathes the Overlord, who is in poor health and close to death. Boyce was her secret lover before he went off on his way. Grey Alice finds him in a pub and requests his assistance in finding the shapeshifter. He knows the creature as Sardor, the Grey Wolf. Meanwhile, the Enforcer is working alongside the Patriarch, who serves the Overlord but has secret plans to overthrow him and the Queen. The Patriarch sends the Enforcer and the Acolytes to find Grey Alice, force her into a confession, and then execute her. Grey Alice and Boyce set off on their journey through the Lost Lands. They first run into old friends of Boyce, Ross and Mara. The Enforcer and her goons later find Ross and Mara, torturing them for information on Grey Alice and Boyce's whereabouts. Mara tells them they are headed for Skull River, but they kill Ross and take Mara with them. Boyce and Grey Alice find the Enforcer and the goons, who have all covered their eyes so Grey Alice's powers cannot work on them. The Enforcer then shoots Mara in the head just to throw salt on the wound for Boyce. He and Grey Alice get into a gunfight with the goons, who all chase them to an air tram, and almost all get thrown to their deaths. The Enforcer has the other surviving goons cut the cable, but Boyce saves Grey Alice from falling. The Enforcer shoots Boyce in the arm, but Grey Alice is able to use her powers through the sniper lens, letting her save Boyce and get away. Grey Alice and Boyce continue their journey and end up confronted by tree-like monsters. They try to protect themselves in a ring of fire, but the leader of the monsters knows Grey Alice and tells her she should not have returned. She casts an illusion spell that causes the monsters to burst into flames. She tells Boyce that she is trouble and that she should not be trusted. The Queen smothers the Overlord to death after revealing to him that she is pregnant with Boyce's child. The Patriarch announces the Overlord's death, but he advances his plans to have the Queen killed. The Enforcer and her goons charge towards Grey Alice on a train. She runs out of the tunnels and towards the end of the destroyed tracks high above the ground. Grey Alice is saved by Boyce, while the Enforcer and her goons perish as the train plummets and explodes. The Patriarch is then killed by Juraeus to keep the Queen protected. He and the Queen then begin their own affair. On the night of the full moon, Grey Alice and Boyce make it to Skull River. It is revealed that there is no Sardor. Boyce was the shapeshifter all along. The moon rises and he transforms into a wolf. Grey Alice battles him with silver claws and eventually incapacitates him. When he wakes up, Boyce is human again, but Grey Alice reveals she knew all along that he was the shapeshifter and even poisoned his blood with silver. As the moon is uncovered once again and he starts to turn, Gray Alice kills Boyce and skins him, but buries his remains. Gray Alice brings Boyce's pelt to the queen. Jarius says that Gray Alice failed his request, but she tells him she gave him what he really wanted, which was the queen. However, when she learns that Boyce was the shapeshifter, the queen is hysterical and stabs Jarius in the throat since he also knew. Outside, the citizens of the Lost Lands have begun a rebellion following the death of the Overlord and the downfall of the church. The queen runs away while Boyce's pelt burns in the sun. A resurrected Boyce then goes to find Gray Alice to kill her. She then says that she was counting on him to come back to life, just like she knew the rebellion would happen. Boyce and Gray Alice then decide to join forces and travel the Lost Lands, surviving and hunting together.